Hello, this video will show you how to do a linear regression analysis in Google Sheets. Okay, let's go ahead and get started then. So what I would like to do is conduct a linear regression analysis of the data that we have here. This is suicide rates for females and males across 35 large cities in the United States. In order to conduct a regression analysis, I need to get an extension or an add-on to my Google Sheets. So I'm going to select extensions and then add-ons and then get add-ons. Now the extension that we want is called XLMiner Analysis ToolPak. Okay, so we'll go ahead and select that, XLMiner Analysis ToolPak. Here it is. We'll select this, and it's going to ask me to install this onto my Google Drive. So I'm going to go ahead and hit pause here. You'll just need to go through the installation step. You might have to click OK so that the app can actually be downloaded onto your Google Drive. You might have to allow the app to gain access to information, etc. So I'm going to go ahead and hit pause here, and then I'll be back after it is installed. Okay, so that only took 20 seconds or so to install, so that was fairly quick. You know it is installed if you get the uninstalled button here, or if you go back here to your extensions, you will see the XLMiner Analysis ToolPak here. To open that ToolPak, you just simply select that, say Start here. And that'll open up a window over here on the right. And you can see that we have lots of different types of analyses that are included in this ToolPak. And the one that we want to use here is linear regression. Here you can see that we have a collection of boxes that we will have to enter information in. The first one here is the input the Y range. So that's going to be the response variable. My response variable here is the male death rate, so I'm going to select the data values for the response variable. Oops. Once I have those selected, I just go back and put my cursor here into the input Y range. Now let's go ahead and do the X range. So here I'm going to highlight my predictor variable, or if you have more than one predictor variable, you would highlight the other columns as well. The columns will need to be contiguous to one another, but here I only have one predictor variable, the female death rate, so I will simply highlight the data from that one column. Put the cursor in that input X range, and you can see that that has changed. I did have a little bit of trouble if I were to highlight the entire column. Okay, so I could not get this to work if I highlighted the entire column here. So what I would encourage you to do is literally just highlight the data values that you want to use for your regression analysis. Okay, and not include the labels when you're doing that highlighting. I think that's what the labels box is for, is if you want to highlight the entire column, but again, I was having trouble with that. So what I'm doing here is just highlighting the actual data values for the response variable and the actual data values for the predictor variable, or if you have several predictor variables, just the actual data values. Don't have to worry about the confidence level. We can turn that off. We also have some options here to obtain the residuals. We could select that. There are some plotting options here as well. But once you get the appropriate response data values in the box here and the appropriate predictor data values in the X range box, you should be able to click OK. Oh, wait. The output range, forgot that. You're going to have to tell Google Sheets where you want the output to be placed. Okay, so I'm going to place that over there in cell F2. Okay, so once we have the output and the Y range, X range, and any of the other information you want, you should be able to click OK. And you can see that the regression output is produced here. So this is the output that we talked about there in the notes, and then down below you have the predicted responses and also the residuals. So those are placed underneath. Okay, that does it then for doing a linear regression analysis in Google Sheets. Thank you.